Breaking news. I see something worse. Father Mbaka reveals disturbing prophecy for President Tinubu. My country people, this is very serious. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you, my country people. President Bola Tinubu has been urged to be wary of his steps to avoid the occurrence of the Niger's political instability in Nigeria. Reverend Father Mbaka, the spiritual leader of Amen, said the president needs to submit himself to the will of God so that God can use him to redeem Nigeria. The cleric said the failure of the president to listen to him would lead to a catastrophe, beyond expectation, in which he did not know when and how. Reverend Father Mbaka, the spiritual leader of Adoration Ministry in Enugu, Nigeria, Amen, has foreseen a political instability worse than that of the Niger Republic in this country, Nigeria, citing the unemployment rate in the country. In a video posted on the church official page, the cleric warned that God is watching President Tinubu and that the presidency will get it right in fixing the country if the president can only submit himself to the will of God and God alone. During his ministration, he decried the state of the nation, particularly the unemployment rate, adding that it was a situation that needed to be addressed with urgency. And according to the religious leader, the cleric called on President Tinubu to seek the face of God as soon as possible or face drastic consequences in a short period of time. Guys, we all know that Father Mbaka is one of the numerous Christian leaders that, prophesizes the growth of things in Nigeria and how things will work out for this country. If things is not going well, he will still prophesy. So, guys, Reverend Father Mbaka has spoken about the dilemma of Nigeria, what Nigeria is currently going through. The cleric said despite the increased cost of living in the country, God will never leave Nigeria to its problem. God is surely with us in this country. Mbaka said God would see Nigeria through, while he prophesied that the country would live in abundance soon. So guys, what's your thought on this? I'm sure this is like, some few words of inspiration from the Reverend Father to Nigerians, trying to tell the president to submit himself to the will of God and God alone, so that God will use him. Make God use Tinubu, because as they be like this, so Tinubu just they show us renewed shege. This one no be person where God they use. Tinubu's behavior is not like someone that God is using. When we are buying fuel for 650 naira per liter, gas is 800 per kg. Rice, we all know how much is the cost of rice, depending on the market you are buying. Buhari showed us shege, but Tinubu is showing us shege pro max. No be small thing for this country. And Nigeria needs a leader who will fix the problems of this country, not someone that will promise us heaven and earth, tell us to be patient, to be calm. That is just like a pregnancy. At the end of the day, a pregnant woman will finally give birth to her child and then joy will come. Well, my country people, in the process of pregnancy, sometimes the lady or the woman carrying this pregnancy might give up during birth. So we don't want the people in this country to all be wasted before the joy will now finally arrive. Tinubu should start now, because this issue is really taking hold in our economy. There's no job anywhere. A lot of unemployed youths are roaming around the streets. Talking about the military junta, They are there in Niger, threatening war. Tinubu and the ECOWAS, they are threatening war. What would be the fate of Nigeria if there would be a military intervention in Niger? It will surely affect us, and we don't want such a thing. So everybody's just watching. Majority are fixing their eyes on the judiciary. What will be the outcome? While others are praying to God that God will help this nation, so we won't break apart before the promise of Tinubu begins to actualize. Yes, Tinubu made a lot of promises. He will create jobs, he will do this, he will do that. But the first thing he did was to take away, the very thing that Nigerians were, sustaining themselves with. He removed the subsidy. Yes, so many presidential candidates, majority of them, they vowed that they would remove subsidy. But Tinubu's own came like a shock because there was no, measures to caution the effect of the subsidy removal. Nothing was set down for the people to fall back on while he removed the subsidy. We know it is a very good action, but it has brought a lot of pains to the people, to the masses. So Reverend Father Mbaka warning the president to be very mindful. It's something we all know is not a today something. Father Mbaka has always been giving prophecies. He has always been dishing out series of prophecies to Nigerians, to the president, to the presidential candidates, even before the elections, during the elections, and after the elections. So this prophecy matter no be today. And he don't tell and say, as the matter they be like this, so Tinubu has to run back to God. Because now only God go fit help us for this country. And as they be like this, so he don't tell say, see, the matter where they go on for Niger, it go be small matter compared to waiting go before this country, Nigeria, if Tinubu doesn't hearken to what he is telling him now. Because they said prevention is better than cure. So it's best to prevent it now. Be wary of your steps to avoid occurrence of Niger's political instability. He's talking about the coup d'etat. Tinubu should tread carefully. If not, there would be another coup d'etat in this country, similar to that of the Niger Republic. And we don't know how things would be like for the masses if it eventually comes to pass. So guys, what are your thoughts on Reverend Father Mbaka's latest prophecy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? So my country people, I'm dropping here. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.